My name is Richa Datta. I am assistant professor in MMDU University, Maulana Ambala. Today I am here to represent my topic on search engine and its basic. Now, what is a search engine? Search engine is a web-based tool that enables users to locate the information on World Wide Web. Through search engine, we can locate the information. We are standing anywhere in the world, we can locate the information. We can find out the relevant information according to our needs. The popular example of search engines are Google, Yahoo, Amazon Search. Search engine utilize automated software applications that travel along the web, following the links from page to page, sites to site. Means whenever you want to get any information, you can share the link of that page. That page you can open through link and you can scroll the particular information. Now coming to the search engine part, what search engine refers to, it is a huge database of internet resources, means internet resources का huge database है, such as web pages, news groups, programs, images, etc. where you can get different information in the form of web pages, news groups, programs, images, etc. It helps to locate information on the World Wide Web. Users can search for any information by passing query in the form of keywords and phrases. It then searches for relevant information in its database and returns to the user. Coming to the screenshot, you can see the screenshot on my screen. This is a simple Google search engine where you can type your query, you can press the Google search button and you can get a particular information relevant to your query. Next, coming to the components of search engine. Now, what are the basic components of search engine? The number one component is web crawler, next is database, third is search interfaces, fourth is web crawler. What do you mean by web crawler? What is the role of a web crawler? Web crawler, it is known as spider or bots. It is a software component that traverses the web to get the information. What is the role of a web crawler? It is like a spider. What does the spider do? Or we can call it bots. What does that do? Its role is it just climbs the wall and it just makes its web where he or she travels through that web. It is a software component that traverses the web to get the information. Like a spider, it traverses the information. Whenever you are searching for any kind of information, that is being traversed through the web to get the particular information relevant to your query. Next comes the database. All the information on the web is stored in the database. It consists of huge web resources. Database is basically where your data is being stored, where different web resources are stored. So all the information on web is stored in a database. It consists of huge web resources. Web resources, I already told you, it comprises of your web pages, your programs, your news groups, your image data, your audio files. Okay. Now coming back to that next interface is your search interface. This component is an interface between user and the database. It helps the users to search through the database. Through this interface, we can search through the user and the database. Whenever we want to query or we want to find particular information, we can search through this interface to find the particular information. Then comes search engine working. Web crawler, database, search interface, these three components together, combined together as a major component of search engine that actually makes the search engine to work. Search engine makes use of Boolean expression like AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate to restrict and widen the results of a particular search. Following are the steps that are performed by the search engine. Search engine looks for the keyword in the index for predefined database instead of going directly to the web to search for a keyword. Like whenever you type any kind of query in your search engine, so what is the role of search engine? It just look at queries in the index and find the particular database. In a particular predefined database, it finds the particular relevant keywords related information. If it gets that, it then uses the software to search for the information in the database. Then it uses the software to search for that information in the database. This software component is known as web crawler. Web crawler, relevant information find करने के लिए we use the word web crawler. Once web crawler finds the page, the search engine then shows the relevant web pages as a result. These retrieved web pages generally include title of the page, size of the text portion, first several sentences, etc. Now we say when we have retrieve a particular web page, generally that page, what does that page includes? It includes title of the page. According to your query, the title should match that particular topic for which you are querying. Then size of the text portion should be there, how long the data you have received from the web page. First several sentences should match according to your query. The query you have asked, accordingly you get the answer. This search criteria may vary from one search engine to other. We are having number of search engines available in the market today, and the criteria of search varies from one search engine to other. The retrieved information is ranked according to various factors such as frequency of keywords, relevancy of information, links, etc. User can click on any of the search results to open it. Next come the architecture. The search engine architecture comprises of three basic layers listed below: content, collection and refinement. Next is search core, user and application interface. These are the diagram of the architecture: content, collection and refinement. The contents which we are collecting, that has to get refined by the system. So for that there are number of modules available. First is database connector, then is web crawler, SharePoint connector, file server connector, LDAP connector. These all are connected with a great one module, that is content refinement system. In the second layer, search core is there, where we can search query with the help of search engine, search analytics backend and search module. In the third layer, we are talking about user and application interface, where user directly communicate with the search engine to get its services done, to get its problem resolved by putting the query and getting the answer. Web services are provided in the form of SDAP, RSS and OpenSearch. These are the three web services component modules available through Jelly and Fish Bean interfaces. The search application query completion is done through end user. Web service completion application is there, and search analytics front end is there to monitor the administrator. The control is given to the administrator to monitor it. The information flows from to and fro. We are seeing the search analytics backend and search analytics front end and administrator. The information is flowing to and fro in this particular diagram. Then come RSS. What do you mean by RSS? What is the role of RSS when talking about web services? RSS stands for RDF site summary, or really simple syndication, is a web feed that allows users and applications to access updates to website in standardized computer readable format. RSS basically is really simple syndication, is a web-based feed that allows the users and applications to access updates. What kind of updates they are getting to the website in a standardized computer readable format, in a journal and standard format, to access the updates of particular information or particular update in a standardized journal computer readable format. Then comes search engine processing. Search engine processing has number of processes involved in it. First is indexing a process, then is text acquisition process, then is index creation, then is text acquisition. When coming to the indexing process, what does that means? Indexing process comprises of three tasks: text acquisition, text transformation, text transformation, text acquisition, index creation. Now talking about these steps: index creation. Index creation, what does that mean? For example, when we are talking about the book chapter, how you'll find information or how you'll find particular topic in the book, you have to search that topic in the book. For that you need what? You will just look into the index page. You'll find particular topic, whether that topic is listed in the book. If that topic is unlisted in the index, you'll just go to that particular page and just get the relevant information. Similarly, for search engine processing, we have indexing process. Through indexing process, what does these mean? We are just indexing. We are transforming the document into index terms or features. Then comes your index creation. It takes index terms created by text transformation, creating data structures to support fast searching. With the indexing process, index creation process, we are able to do fast searching. Then comes text acquisition. Text acquisition is done. Text acquisition is done. You are getting the relevant information, putting it according to the indexing form. Fine. Indexing. Then comes text transformation. Text has been transformed according to the index term, according to the features. Then comes query process. Query process comprises again of three tasks: user interaction, how user is putting up the query, then is ranking of that query, and evaluation. User interaction, it supports creation and refinement of user query and displays the result. What does it do? It supports the creation and refinement of user query. A particular user has put the query, so first it will just create the query, check the query is in proper format, then it displays the result according to the query. Ranking, it uses query and indexes to create rank list of document according to same type of query, how many number of times had been come on the search engine, by how many number of users. According to that, ranking is done, so that according to the ranking of the list, the documents are arranged in the backend. Evaluation, it monitors and measures the effectiveness and efficiency. It is done offline. Then comes your web search query. There are three broad categories that cover most web search queries: informational, navigational, and transactional. When talking about informational queries, queries that cover a broad topic for which there may be thousands of relevant results, that covers under the informational query. Now you are having large number of topics, that comes under your informational query, from which you are getting particular kind of information. Navigational query, queries that seek single website or web page of a single entity, like for example YouTube. You are navigating from one web page to another, putting up the query, and with the help of that query you are navigating from one web page of a single entity to another. For example, could be a YouTube, your Twitter account, your Orkut account, like that. Then comes your transactional query, queries that reflect the intent of the user to perform a particular action, like purchasing a car, downloading a screensaver. Transactional query, when your query is reflecting that a user is performing a particular kind of a action or particular kind of transaction, like you are purchasing a car, or you are paying online your policy bills, you are downloading a screenshot, for that you are just paying online, or you are taking some subscription, for that you are doing some kind of a transaction, so that comes under your transactional query. Next comes your connectivity query, queries that report on connectivity of the indexed web graph, which report on the connectivity of the indexed web graph, which links points to the URL, how many pages are indexed from this domain name. These kind of queries come under the connectivity queries. That queries which reflect that you have used a particular link or a URL to connect to another domain name or to another page of the website or web page, so that comes under the connectivity query. Search engines often support fourth type of query that is used far less frequently. Basically, this connectivity query comes under the search engine criteria. I mean, search engines, they are often using these kind of queries but they are less frequently explained. Thank you so much. If you are having any queries, please ask. Thank you.